It consists of 2 items. Both of them are in suitable subgrades. The first one is 158 yards, 4.33. That is for 1 foot of excavation. That's why the prices are different. Number 2 is for 66 yards, and that's 2 foot excavation. The prices as listed and totaled $17,220.84. This changes the contract price to the new contract price is $4,296,561.96 and leaves $2,887.04 for additional change orders for the remainder of the project. The resolution is attached, as with the supporting documents of change order 4 for signatures, and a spreadsheet that shows the cost of all the change orders, and emails from Mega KC for all the documentation of it. Be happy to answer any questions. And this is in the road bed.
Right.
Yeah, no question specific to this. I did see several questions out there when we were talking about when it would be open, and some had asked, they understand the planting of the trees, but could what I call the Kennedy Bridge, could it go ahead and be open to allow for passage through there, which would keep traffic off of where the construction's still happening? But
the only thing is they're not done with excavation, and down there just past the culvert on the right-hand side where the kind of the old parking lot area was, there's got a lot of stuff to haul out. So they're supposed to be, Selby is the excavating sub, they're supposed to be done with all their excavation by October 13th, and then the tree planting should start on the 15th. So we definitely want to get that excavation done first, because that's still a lot of dump trucks, and get the track in there to reshape that creek. That's that area just past the culvert. So still a lot of that working. They're working diligently on getting the final grades now, since all the pavement is done. But we do have a spot on a driveway apron that we're thinking we're going to have to re-pour due to some grades that aren't correct, and that's on the Caldwell or the Kennedy side. So we will try to get it open as soon as we're done with big stuff. As soon as it's just the planning, that was our plan. So we were always saying middle of October to end. So as soon as that major excavation is done, we'll get it opened.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
It looks fantastic down through there.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't wait till it's in full bloom next spring.
That will look nice.
Yeah. All right, we have before us a resolution approving change order number 4 to the contract with Mega KC Corporation for the Dry Fork Greenway project. I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number 1613.
Move to approve resolution 1613, consideration of change order number 4 for the Dry Fork Greenway project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. And resolution 1613 is approved. Thank you, Chad, for a record presentation. Number 4 on the agenda is public hearing for 353 tax abatement for 409 East Excelsior Street project. However, before I open the public hearing, I'd like to ask our neighborhood specialist, Ms. Laurel Mize, to bring the staff report on ordinance number 25-10-01 related to this project.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council. The Community Development Department has for your consideration this evening a tax abatement application from Tori Stevenson for the property of 409 East Excelsior Street. This is a contributing house in the boarding house district. It's a residential application, and the project is going to include repairing damaged wood to the exterior of the home and new paint. A new HVAC system has already been installed. Everything that was proposed was considered by the Historic Preservation Commission and was approved. All permits have been obtained that are required, and the Redevelopment Corporation found that this application meets requirements for tax abatement. The projected expenditures are $9,857.84, and so it meets requirements for a 100% abatement for 10 years or the cost of the project, whichever comes first. And I'd be happy to answer any questions about this project or this property.
All right. Hearing no questions, I will entertain a motion to open public hearing on 353 tax abatement for 409 East Excelsior Street project.
Move to open public hearing 353 tax abatement for 409 East Excelsior Street.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Be it noted that public hearing is opened at 6:12 p.m. And I am not seeing a rush toward
Not a
the,
crowd.
quite a crowd. So we'll go ahead and I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing on the 353 tax abatement for, my screen just moved on me, 409 East Excelsior Street project.
I move we close the public hearing for 353 tax abatement for 409 East Excelsior Street project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. Be it noted that the public hearing is closed at 6:13 p.m. And now we'll move on to agenda item number 5. You've already heard the staff report. Let me pull up the resolution or the ordinance. We have before us an ordinance approving the 409 East Excelsior Street project amendment to the amended development plan submitted by the Excelsior Springs Redevelopment Corporation, authorizing certain tax abatements for the project area and approving a redevelopment agreement. I'll entertain a motion to take ordinance number 25-10-01 to second reading.
I make a motion to take ordinance 25-10-01, consideration of amended redevelopment plan for the 409 East Excelsior Street redevelopment project to second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. And for that second reading, we have before us an ordinance approving the 409 East Excelsior Street project amendment to the amended development plan submitted by the Excelsior Springs Redevelopment Corporation, authorizing certain tax abatements for the project area and approving a redevelopment agreement. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 25-10-01.
I move we approve ordinance number 25-10-01, consideration of amended redevelopment plan for the 409 East Excelsior Street redevelopment project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman
Yes.
McGovern, Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. And ordinance number 25-10-01 is approved. Agenda item number 6 is a public hearing for 353 tax abatement for 311 South Thompson Avenue project. And Ms. Laura will present the details of ordinance number 25-10-02, bringing us a staff report before we open the public hearing.
Thank you, Mayor. The 311 South Thompson Avenue project application is for a commercial project from Marcus and Ashley McCrary. This is a contributing building in the Hall of Waters district. This project plans an entire remodel of the interior to accommodate a retail space, and the exterior improvements include windows, resurfacing of stucco, masonry repair, filling in an overhead door, and exterior paint. The roof has already been replaced. The Historic Preservation Commission considered this project and approved all of the above-mentioned improvements. The applicant has acquired all building permits that are required, and the Redevelopment Corporation found that the application met requirements for tax abatement. The applicant's requesting Chapter 353 tax abatement for this commercial project, and the expenditures are expected to be $433,019.75, which qualifies for Level C. So he would be eligible for 100% abatement for 10 years and then 50% abatement for 5 years, or for the cost of the project, whichever comes first. I'd be happy to answer any questions about this project.
This is for Salty Swine, is that
Salty Swine, yes.
correct? I'm looking forward to that. Any questions for Ms. Laura? All right, I'll entertain a motion to open a public hearing for 353 tax abatement for 311 South Thompson Avenue project.
I move we open the public hearing for 353 tax abatement for 311 South Thompson Avenue project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. Be it noted that the public hearing is opened at 6:17 p.m. And not seeing a rush to the podium again, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing for the 353 tax abatement for 311 South Thompson Avenue project.
Make a motion to close the public hearing for the 353 tax abatement for 311 South Thompson Avenue project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern.
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Be it noted that the public hearing was closed at 6:18 p.m. Moving on to agenda item number 7, we have before us an ordinance approving the 311 South Thompson Avenue project amendment to the amended development plan submitted by the Excelsior Springs Redevelopment Corporation, authorizing certain tax abatements for the project area and approving a redevelopment agreement. I'll entertain a motion to take ordinance number 25-10-02 to second reading.
Move to take ordinance 25 TAC 10 TAC Op 2 consideration of amended redevelopment plan for 311 South Thompson Avenue redevelopment project to a second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. And for that second reading, we have an ordinance approving the 311 South Thompson Avenue project amendment to the amended development plan submitted by the Excelsior Springs Redevelopment Corporation, authorizing certain tax abatements for the project area and approving a redevelopment agreement. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 25-10-02.
I move that we approve ordinance number 25-10-02, consideration of amended redevelopment plan for the 311 South Thompson Avenue redevelopment project.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern.
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn.
Yes. Ordinance number 25-10-02 is approved. Thank you, Ms. Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And moving on to agenda item number 8, consideration of amending Title 4, Chapter 400 of the Code of Ordinances regarding residential, am I on the right one? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Redevelopment or development standards and other minor changes, ordinance number 25-10-03. And we have our city planner, Joshua Garrett, presenting the details of this ordinance to the council. Welcome, Joshua.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the council. So before you use a zoning text amendment, as you mentioned, for the development standards, residential development standards and other minor changes, there are several changes in this amendment that can kind of be summarized into 3 categories. The first of which is just formatting and minor corrections like spelling and things like that. The second is removing redundancy. So there are several parts of the code that are addressed elsewhere, and so we don't need to have them listed twice or even 3 times. So just making it simpler in that regard. And then the bulk of the proposed changes regard the residential lot standards for R2 and R3. So this does 2 primary things. It brings them in line with the existing standards for R1. It kind of has a uniformity between all of our residential zoning districts, but then also brings it in line with modern market trends. So hopefully that will make the city more marketable for builders in the future. The Planning Commission did recommend approval of this to you all. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Hearing no questions, we have before us an ordinance of the City of Excelsior Springs, Missouri, amending Title 4, Chapter 400 of the Code of Ordinances regarding residential development standards and other minor changes. I'll entertain a motion to take ordinance number 25-10-03 to second reading.
Move we take ordinance number 25-10-03, consideration of amending Title 4, Chapter 400 of the Code of Ordinances regarding residential development standards and other minor changes to second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. And for the second reading, we have an ordinance of the City of Excelsior Springs, Missouri, amending Title IV, Chapter 400 of the Code of Ordinances regarding residential development standards and other minor changes. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 25-10-03.
Move to approve ordinance 25, TAC 10, TAC 03, consideration of amending Title IV, Chapter 400 of the Code of Ordinances regarding residential development standards and other minor changes.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. Ordinance number 25-10-03 is approved. Thank you, Joshua. And I believe we have one more for you. Agenda item number 9, consideration of final plat for museum right-of-way on East Broadway, ordinance number 25-10-04. And again, it's Joshua Garrett.
Yeah, so again, thank you. If it's all right with you all, I think I'll do a in-depth dive into every little detail.
Please do.
Into
Yeah,
Please
you got about
changes.
50 pages there.
Yeah, we can,
Thank you.
you know.
Is this the former planner?
But in all seriousness, it's pretty straightforward. So this plat does several things, but they're pretty simple. The primary kind of resolution that it brings about is giving the city the access to the Circle Drive, fixes some property line disputes with the buildings there on Broadway, and then it also gives the retail businesses right on Broadway access to the rear portion of their yard that they've already using. So it's really about fixing issues and bringing the legal situation up to the way that it's currently being used, essentially. So yeah, I don't really have anything in addition to that, but I guess I should say the Planning Commission did recommend approval of this as well.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions, I can answer those.
Do you have the script available for that? Could you read the entire script from the Planning and Zoning Commission?
I could get that for you. I'd have to go print it,
We'll
print it
wait.
off, and yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor Bonnie?
Yes. I think somebody's anxious to watch a football game. So, we have before us an ordinance approving a final plat for Museum Row on East Broadway, a subdivision in the city of Excelsior Springs, Clay County, Missouri. I will entertain a motion to take ordinance number 25-10-04 to second reading.
Make a motion to take ordinance 25-10-04, consideration of final plat for museum right-of-way on East Broadway to second reading.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. And for that second reading, we have an ordinance approving a final plat for Museum Row on East Broadway, a subdivision in the city of Excelsior Springs, Clay County, Missouri. I will entertain a motion to approve ordinance number 25-10-04.
I move that we approve ordinance number 25-10-04, consideration of final plat for museum right-of-way on East Broadway.
Second.
Roll call, Shannon?
Councilman Spear,
Yes.
Councilman McGovern,
Yes.
Councilman Rennie,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem St. John,
Yes.
Mayor Spawn,
Yes. And ordinance number 25-10-04 is approved. Thank you, Joshua. And we will move into remarks. We'll begin with our city manager.
Okay, let's see. Surely there's a list that we can talk about today.
Absolutely.
So
You
many
want one?
things. So many things have happened.
Yeah.
Let me just say that the staff held a listening session yesterday regarding the proposed annexation our citizens of Excelsior Springs have an opportunity to vote on November 4th to consider whether to annex territory on the west side of our city. Mallory gave a great presentation to explain why cities annex property and how that's important for continuity of development. And the staff was present to answer questions from the audience. There were questions actually for most of the staff members, and we'd hoped that there would be more questions maybe from an online audience that didn't come, but we are available to answer questions if people have them, and happy to talk more about what annexation means and why cities do that. So
Is that it?
that's it.
Okay. We'll move to remarks from City Council. We'll move down to the end. Councilman Rennie, what say
Yes.
you?
It was a pleasure for our city to host last week MU Extension's Connecting Entrepreneurial Communities Conference. At that, there were over 45 Missouri counties represented. There was over 3 states represented at this conference. There was, I believe, 177 registrants, which was a 25% increase in attendance of previous conferences. And I believe it might be the first time that the Elms Hotel, downtown merchants, the city of Excelsior Springs, DEP, Chamber of Commerce, and everyone just worked together as a team. And I believe hit it out of the park. It was a great conference. We had great weather. Everything went smoothly. And from what we've heard from especially the ones who have been at previous conferences, they said this was an outstanding conference. So we're all proud of what we accomplished last week here in Excelsior.
Yeah. Excellent. Councilman McGovern.
You know, normally I have a lot to say, but tonight, well, why should I make it different? I would echo Gary's comments about the CEC conference this last week. It was extremely nice. It was great. I've never seen the city work so good together. I have to give credit to Melinda and Gary. If Gary hadn't hounded people to vote, I don't know if we'd have had it here or not, but Gary did a great job of getting the vote in so we could win that little contest to host the conference, and it was a great experience. The thrift shop and the tractor supply area down there on Crown Hill Road, Trish and Mallory and her team, they did a great job contacting the owner, and that place is all but cleaned up now. I mean, it just looks tremendously better. The tent is gone. It's fantastic. I appreciate the job that you all did. And November 4th, the election is really critical. It's a lot more critical than people think it is. And I just hope that we can get our electorate out to vote. That's all I've got. Other than I pray that the Chiefs win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I pray that I get to see it.
Did you get my presentation that I want to go through?
PowerPoint. Councilman Spear.
Yeah, and not to continue that, but I just do want to give a special shout out to Melinda, to Lindsay, to all the teams that worked. It was so cool to watch all the various departments. And as you may or may not know, my wife and I are beekeepers, and I likened this to a beehive. Inside a beehive, other than the queen, there are hundreds of jobs to do, and there's no job that any bee won't do to cause the hive to thrive. And that's kind of what I saw happening during that conference. Is it didn't matter if it's picking up trash or moving tables or everybody was just jumping in with the same objective to cause our community to shine. And I think that went off very smoothly, but much appreciate all the planning that went into that, because I know those things don't just happen. So
Yeah.
to you and all your team that made that happen, appreciate it greatly.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem.
Well, you know, since the last time we met, you think of all the things that have happened. We've
Oh.
had a night out against crime. We've dedicated a training facility at the fire department. We had the CEC. We had the Plan Air. We had Irish Fest. And I know I'm missing something. You know, and don't tell me there's nothing to do in this town.
Yeah.
Sorry. But another thing I noticed, we just got our copy of Missouri Life today, and on page 20, there is an article about the Elms. And it's titled Self-Care and then ... and Scare. So, you know, it being October, it's, you know, playing the ghost thing out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of neat that we got, you know, some mention in a statewide type of magazine. So yeah, somebody's starting to notice this,
Yeah,
you know, which is kind of nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I too, I'll finish my remarks with, I was delighted with the conference. I had the pleasure of welcoming the conference attendees and then presenting alongside Miss Laura and Lindsay Baxter. I felt like the thorn between two roses. And but I was able to, they described the nuts and bolts of financing for some of these projects, and my having experience in that with 2 properties, I was able to be the poster child of Chapter 353 and enhanced enterprise zone financing, and it was just a delight to present with you all. And then the taste of Excelsior was incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, it
We had
was.
all of these restaurants bring in their wares, and they adapted some of their larger menu items to be miniature, and it tasted just like it. Daphne
Yeah.
took Hawaiian rolls and hollowed them out and put her hot, what did she call, hot bacon cheddar dip
Yeah.
Oh.
in there. It was incredible, and just a delight. And then the plein air art was incredible. Denise Belcher planned that and helped present that. And I don't know if Jason can zoom in on that, but I was the fortunate one to have purchased this watercolor, which I just fell in love with. But I had already dropped quite a load on a painting of my property at 436 Broadway, and then another painting of the Payne Jailhouse Bed and Breakfast, and I thought I can't afford it, and the artist was gracious enough to cut me a 50% deal, so I said sold. So it was a wonderful time. And then Irish Fest, my stars. The CEC conference feels like it was a month ago,
Yeah.
because we had about 24-hour break, and then we hit the road running with the Irish Fest, and it was a wonderful event. The attendance was not quite what we expected, but we're already putting plans into place for next year. So if there are no other comments, I will entertain a motion
So
to
moved.
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor of adjournment, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, stay put. We are adjourned.
36.
John, you're going to get your football game. It's only 6:30 now.
I know, that's not bad. Not bad.